Well, the Rapides Regional Medical Center had their annual wreath decorating contest today, and different departments competed for the best Christmas wreath. The traditional competition is sponsored by the Voice Committee to spread cheer throughout the holidays. This year, a special judge was brought in to judge the wreaths and all the colors and sizes. Christy Seidel is a speech therapist at the medical center and president of the Voice Committee.
We try to go ahead and find different types of obscure holidays and just types of opportunities that we have to do fun things to boost morale and to just enrich the culture here at Rapides. Well, some wreaths are more funny, some wreaths are a little bit more creative, but everybody puts a lot of work into them.
The plain wreaths were handed out, and each department was responsible for decorating the wreaths in a creative way and putting them on display. I looked at the different colors and designs of all the wreaths, studying which wreaths were the most creative, the most colorful, and the most beautiful. After a complex study of all aspects of each wreath, I was forced to select a winner. The 2024 wreath decorating contest is... I think this one kind of shows a lot about what's done here.
We try to incorporate all of the trades of our department. We're the maintenance department of a hospital, so we wanted to include the plumbers, the electricians, general maintenance, just everybody that has something to do with our department to keep the hospital running.
3 department winners in the contest were engineering, medical records, and trauma services, and a cash reward was handed out. Winners said they plan on spending the award money on a department lunch.